Thank you for joining this lesson. We are going to study the mean, the variance, and the standard deviation of a simple set of data. So as we are going to study, kindly subscribe to this channel. We are taught to find the standard deviation of the following set of data. So to find standard deviation, the first thing to calculate is the mean of the data. Therefore, what we are going to obtain first here is the mean of this data. And the mean will be calculated by taking the sum of all the items dividing by their number. Therefore, we have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11, and there are 7 items. Therefore, when we add all these, we are getting 42, and we divide by 7, so the mean will be 6. After getting the mean, the other thing we get is deviations from the mean. Deviations of the items from the mean. Deviations D from the mean. Then after that, we get the deviations squared. Therefore, we can first of all get the deviations. Then in the next row, we square them. Therefore, the first item, which is 1, is deviating from the mean of 6 by negative 5. The other item is 4, so 4 will deviate by negative 2. 5 by negative 1. Then 6 from the mean is deviating by 0. 7, positive 1. 8, positive 2. And finally 11 by positive 5. So these are the deviations. So the next thing is squaring all the deviations. And this one gives us 25. This gives us 4. This gives us 1. This remains a 0. This is 1. This is 4. This is 25. So these are the squares of the deviations. After getting the deviations from the mean squared, then we get the mean of the deviations. So mean of the deviations squared, which is called variance S. Variance, capital S. So when we get the mean of D squared, which you get the sum of the D squared divided by the number of items, then when we take the mean of this deviation squared, we will have 25 plus 4, which is 29, plus 1, that is 30, 31, 35, 35 plus 25 is 60, divided by 7 items. Therefore, when you take 60 divided by 7, we're getting 8.571. This one is called variance S. To get standard deviation, finally, standard deviations, which is given by the square root of variance, to be the square root of 8.571, and the square root of will be 2.928 to 4 significant figures. Therefore, when we are getting standard deviation, we start by getting mean. Then we take the deviation of the items from the mean. After that, we square those deviations. Then after squaring the deviations, we get their mean. And the mean of the deviations squared is calculated here. That one we call it variance. After getting variance now, to get standard deviation, we take the square root of variance. And this will be the value. So thank you for following. Subscribe to Shifting Grades and share this link.